Have you ever stopped to think about, how much potential might be locked away inside you? Not because of anything outside, but just invisible limits you've kind of set for yourself. It feels like we're often held back by what we think we can do,
Yeah.
Like there's this hidden power just waiting.
That's a really potent starting point, and it perfectly sets up what we're diving into today.
Right.
We're exploring that deep connection between, well, the universe's massive scale, our own biology, and this ancient wisdom that actually gives us practical ways to tap into those capabilities.
Exactly. Our mission today is finding out how these natural rhythms, these frequencies, can help us access, profound healing, creativity, real inner harmony.
We're connecting the dots, human history, natural laws, our own internal workings, and how they relate to your potential right now.
Yeah, and where are we drawing this from?
We've got a really rich mix, everything from historical texts talking about ancient sound practices, right up to modern scientific studies on brainwaves, and also how sound therapy is being used today. It's like tracing these ideas from way back then to tools we can actually use now for well-being.
I'm really excited for this. Let's dig into how these universal laws, maybe hidden in plain sight, have always shaped life, and how understanding them might just redefine our own boundaries.
That's good.
So to really grasp our potential, maybe we need a bit of perspective, like cosmic perspective. Imagine Earth's whole history, 4.5 billion years, as a huge 1,000-page book.
Right.
We humans, we feel like the stars of the show, right?
Yeah.
But life itself, it doesn't even show up until page 185.
Yeah, and what's really striking is that for the next, 700 pages or so, life stays super simple, just single cells.
Wow.
Multicellular life doesn't really explode until around pages 870, 880. And stepping onto land, that's page 916, it just shows the immense, slow crawl of existence.
And it wasn't exactly a smooth ride either, was it? Earth's been through 5 huge mass extinctions.
Devastating ones. One about 250 million years ago, it almost wiped the slate clean. Took out something like 70% of land species, 96% of marine life.
96%.
Yeah. It took nearly 10 million years for life to really recover properly.
That's incredible resilience, though.
It absolutely is. It's this endless rhythm of evolution, isn't it? Species go, others rise, adapting, changing. Even the dinosaurs, they only show up around page 960.
And us.
Humans.
Homo sapiens.
Yeah.
Our entire story, from first appearing to right now, it's just a few lines, right at the very, very end of the book.
A few lines?
A flicker.
Yeah.
Almost insignificant in that grand timeline.
That really puts things in perspective. And even now, with over 8 billion of us, we're not the most numerous species, are we?
Not even close. There are 3 times more chickens than people on Earth.
Chickens.
And if you weighed all humans together, we'd still weigh less than all the ants.
Ants. Okay, that's humbling.
It really challenges that whole idea of human dominance, doesn't it? We're not the biggest, not the strongest, definitely not the longest living.
Right.
Think about sharks, tortoises. They can live over 200 years. Corals, sponges, thousands. Some jellyfish can even, reverse age. Compared to that, we seem pretty fragile.
Incredibly fragile. A starfish can regrow its whole body from one arm. And then you've got the tardigrade, the water bear.
Oh yeah, those things are indestructible.
Practically. Survives toxins, radiation, the vacuum of space. Makes us look, soft.
So if we're not superior in those ways, what makes us unique? Even our inventions, maybe not so unique.
Well, that's another interesting point. Think about ants again. Hundreds of thousands of years before us, they'd figured out farming, herding other insects, class systems, assembly lines, complex communication.
Wow.
A lot of what we think of as human invention is really just borrowing from life that was already doing it.
So this brings us back to limitations.
Yeah.
Like that video of the ant, trapped by a circle drawn on paper.
Exactly. The ant runs up to the line and just stops. It believes it's trapped. But from our view, it's just ink. It's imaginary.
And we do that too.
All the time. We draw these invisible circles around ourselves with labels, with beliefs about what we can and can't do. They feel real, but often they're just constructs in our mind.
So the real takeaway isn't just that we're small, but that life is incredibly resilient. And maybe we are too, if we stop drawing those lines.
That's it. We inherit that evolutionary adaptability. Our self-imposed limits are the real barrier. And understanding this opens the door to unlocking potential.
Okay, so if our limits are like these imaginary circles, maybe the key to stepping outside them is actually inside our own heads. like our brains.
Precisely.
What if I told you your brain uses these secret frequencies, like different radio channels, and each one unlocks a different kind of superpower?
That's a brilliant analogy.
Like genius or deep healing, intuition, getting in the zone, maybe even on command.
It sounds like sci-fi, but it's grounded in neuroscience. Every thought, feeling, creative idea you have, it's all driven by brainwaves, these electrical pulses.
Okay.
They literally dictate how you think, feel, perform. It's not magic, it's science. And understanding them is the first step towards what some call state control, learning to consciously shift your mental state.
Let's break those down then. What are these frequencies?
Okay, so the main ones. First, you've got beta. This is your everyday active mind. Alert, focused, problem-solving, probably what most people are in most of the day.
Right, like right now, concentrating.
Exactly. Then there's alpha. This is more of a resting state, calm but aware. It's actually really good for your health. You see it a lot during meditation or just relaxing.
Okay, relaxed but aware. Got it.
Then deeper still is theta. This pops up during deep relaxation, meditation, even light sleep or daydreaming. Theta is strongly linked to enhanced imagination and creativity. Big ideas can bubble up here.
The creative zone.
Kind of, yeah. Then you have delta. These are the slowest waves. Deep, dreamless sleep or very deep meditation. Delta is really associated with physical healing, repair, restoration.
So healing happens in delta.
Interesting. And finally, the one that gets a lot of buzz, gamma. Often called the frequency of genius.
Genius, really?
Well, it's found in high performers, Zen monks deep in meditation, virtuoso musicians, people having peak insights. It's linked to heightened awareness, super fast information processing, real clarity. But the key insight here isn't just knowing the names, it's knowing these states aren't fixed, they're dynamic. You can learn to tune your brain, like that radio analogy.
So you could consciously switch from busy beta to creative theta or healing delta.
That's the potential. This brainwave mastery or state control, it's trainable. Imagine being able to drop into a creative trance when you need it or switch on deep focus like a light switch.
That sounds incredibly powerful. Accessing deeper states, not by accident, but on purpose.
It really is. Think about it. Most people live in a pretty narrow band of these frequencies, often stuck in high stress beta, right? Survival mode.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
But masters, they learn to ride the whole spectrum, effortlessly shifting. That's moving out of survival mode and into, well, creator mode, where your thoughts and state align with your highest potential.
And this idea of tuning in, it's not actually new, is it? It sounds like ancient cultures were onto this.
Oh, absolutely. Deep roots here. Ancient civilizations totally understood sound's impact. The Egyptians used sound in healing rituals, believing certain tones could restore harmony.
And the Greeks.
The Greeks used music as medicine, literally, lyres, flutes, to treat mental and physical issues. Pythagoras, famous for math, also explored the music of the spheres, how sound affects the body, using it for therapy.
So they knew sound could balance the soul, basically.
That was the idea, long before we had the science to explain why. And think about Tibetan monks and their singing bowls.
Right, those amazing sounds.
Amazing sounds, yes, but it's the vibrations. Deep, resonant sounds you feel as much as hear. Used for meditation, promoting healing, for centuries.
So why is sound so powerful? What's the mechanism?
Comes down to vibration. Simple yet profound. Everything vibrates. Everything in the universe, including us, our cells, our organs, everything has a frequency. When stress or illness or emotional stuff throws our natural frequencies out of whack, sound can act like a tuning fork. It helps guide our systems back towards balance, towards their optimal vibration.
And modern science is starting to confirm this.
It is, yeah. More and more research shows sound therapy can genuinely reduce stress, lower blood pressure, even help manage pain. It's not just woo-woo, there's data building up.
How does it work on the brain specifically?
A key process is called brainwave synchronization or entrainment. Certain sounds, certain rhythms can gently nudge your brainwaves to sync up with them.
Ah, like the sound leads the brain.
Exactly. It guides your brain into states like alpha for relaxation, or theta for meditation, or even delta for deep rest. Your brain literally follows the rhythm, allowing healing and deep rest to happen more easily.
Okay, let's focus on those Tibetan singing bowls then. They seem iconic. How do they specifically help?
Well, the complex sounds and the physical vibrations work together. They're believed to influence our brainwave states directly, and also to work on our energy centers, chakras, in traditional terms.
And the benefits.
People report lots of things. Reduced body aches, less mental fog, definitely stress reduction. The sounds can be incredibly soothing, helping release tension, maybe even old emotional stuff.
So physical and emotional relief.
Yes. Things like adding the singing bowls just enhances everything. The resonance deepens the stretches, calms the mind even further during poses or savasana. It boosts the mental benefits, less stress, better sleep, more focus alongside the physical ones.
Makes sense. Are singing bowls the only way sound therapy works?
No, not at all. There are other cool methods, tuning forks, for example. Specific frequencies applied to points on the body, kind of like acupuncture with sound. Aims to balance energy, boost circulation, trigger self-healing.
Interesting.
Then there are binaural beats. You listen through headphones to two slightly different tones, one in each ear. Your brain perceives a third tone, the difference between the two. And that third tone can gently guide your brain into different states: focus, relaxation, sleep.
Yeah, I've heard of those.
And gongs. Gong baths create these incredibly powerful, immersive sound waves. Very deep resonance, great for clearing energy blockages and releasing deep-seated tension.
So many different tools, all using vibration and sound.
Exactly, all pointing to the same principle. Sound's power to influence our inner state and promote well-being.
Okay, so bringing this into today. Our modern world is just noisy.
Right.
Relentlessly noisy.
Uh-huh.
You wake up, and before your feet hit the floor, it's like this digital storm of notifications,
Right, pings.
alerts. It just shatters any chance of calm.
It pulls you immediately into reaction mode, doesn't it? Constant distraction. Finding that internal quiet amidst all that,
Yeah,
it's a real challenge.
yeah. So how does this ancient wisdom about harmony fit in? You mentioned natural patterns.
Right. Think about patterns found everywhere in nature. The Fibonacci sequence, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, leading to spirals and shells, galaxies, and the golden ratio.
That mathematical proportion.
Exactly. Found in flower petals, tree branches, things we find inherently beautiful, balanced. These patterns seem to resonate deeply with us, biologically, psychologically. There's an innate sense of harmony there.
And how does sound frequency connect to that?
Well, there's a specific frequency, 432 hertz, sometimes called Verdi's A. It's believed by some to align mathematically with these universal patterns, like the golden ratio. Now, when you combine that 432 hertz frequency with binaural beats, say, you play 432 hertz in one ear and maybe 428 hertz in the other.
Right, the brain creates the difference, 4 hertz.
Exactly, which falls right into the theta brainwave range. The idea is that this specific combination, rooted in natural harmony and using binaural beats, can gently guide your brain towards focus and calm, even with noise around you.
It's like consciously tuning into a more natural, harmonious frequency.
Precisely. It's using sound science to help repattern your internal vibrations to align with something more fundamental, more peaceful.
And this is where the Quietude playlist comes in, on the Cute channel.
That's the idea behind it, yes. These aren't just random background tracks. They're intentionally composed soundscapes. The frequencies used, the beat patterns, the rhythms. They're informed by principles like the golden ratio and specific brainwave entrainment frequencies.
They're engineered for a purpose.
Exactly. Designed as maybe a daily ritual, an auditory sanctuary you can step into, especially during that morning chaos or anytime you need to reset. The aim is to let those harmonious vibrations kind of wash over you. Help dissipate the internal noise, let your natural rhythms realign, dissolve some of that anxiety, find a bit of inner calm, even on a busy sidewalk. Sidewalk zen, perhaps?
Sidewalk Zen, I like that. So as we wrap this up, it feels like the big picture is about realizing our true place, connecting with ancient wisdom about sound, and using modern tools to, well, break down those invisible walls we built.
That sums it up nicely. Understanding history, understanding our biology through brainwaves, understanding the power of sound, it all points towards reclaiming our innate potential for healing, creativity, just deeper well-being, aligning with these timeless laws.
It's about moving beyond those self-imposed limits.
Right. So maybe the final thought for you listening is this. If those limitations really are just walls we build in our own minds, how could consciously tuning into the universe's natural rhythms, these ancient frequencies, help you break free? How could it help you truly step into your own creator mode?
That's definitely something to ponder. And if you want to explore this practically, we encourage you to check out the Quietude playlist by Cute.
Yeah, it's available on platforms like Music, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music. Try listening daily. See how incorporating these engineered soundscapes feels for you. Make it a ritual.
And for building that sense of harmony into your space, your life.
Well, the Cute.Confashion online store has a selection of items curated with that in mind. Things like Confashion apparel designed as wearable art, a kind of sanctuary in itself, using premium textiles for sensory calm, plus quietude stickers, phone accessories, even jigsaw puzzles.
Items to help build your own inner sanctuary.
Exactly, little reminders and tools to embrace stillness and harmony in a pretty loud world. It's all about finding that balance inside and out.